Hey y'all, Nico here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. I'm Nico. Today's video idea came from 0 Degrees Taurus. 0 Degrees Taurus goes in depth on her channel about certain astrological events, so be sure to check out her channel. And today's video is for the Cancer full moon. This video is being released on January 17th, 2022, which is the day of the Cancer full moon. So during this Cancer full moon, we may tend to feel moody or our emotions may be out of whack. So the idea of today's video is to help you calm and release those emotions and bring some grounding into your life as well. So we're getting started in an easy seated position. If you want to come to a kneeling position, you can. And the mudra we're going to use is separating our fingers down the middle and letting our thumb rest on the inside of our ring finger. And this is just for grounding and again helping us to be in the present moment and in a grounded space. So go ahead and close your eyes down. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And then come back to your natural breath. Using this time to set an affirmation or an intention for this day or for your practice. That may begin with I am, I will, or I choose. Breathe in that affirmation. Breathe out any worry, fear, or doubt. When you're ready, release your hands and we will roll up to a table position on hands and knees. Getting ready to come into cat-cow, Marjariasana, and Vidalasana. Hands underneath knees, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Rotate the eyes of the elbows forward. Take an inhale, flip the tailbone upward, lift the chin, drop the belly. Take an exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone under, drop the chin down towards the chest. Moving in and out of these positions with your breath. Inhale, chest is open, exhale, close. Couple more rounds. Bring the spine back to neutral. Big toes come together, knees come out wide, and start to float the hips back towards the heels for Balasana, or Child's Pose. Extending those arms out in front, melting the chest down towards the ground, and just resting down into our Child's Pose. Our hip opening poses are going to be to help us release any emotions we may be storing in the hips. One more inhale. Exhale. Float your body up to a table position. We're going to walk our hands out a couple inches and then start to melt our chest down towards the ground for puppy pose. So flip that tailbone upward and let your chest melt down towards the mat. And if you can bring your chest through, resting it on the ground and resting your chin on the ground, feel free to do that as well. Inhale. Exhale. Walking those hands back, coming back to a table position. Tuck those toes under and lift those hips up and back, moving into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pressing the chest towards the thighs, pressing the heels towards the ground. And let's bring a nice bend into our right knee, opening our chest and bringing our gaze to the left, getting a good stretch in the back of the hamstrings, the back of the legs here. And we'll bend into the left knee, opening our chest, bringing our gaze over towards the right. And then feel free to add some organic movement here in your down dog. And when you're ready, bring your gaze up in between the hands, and we will walk the feet up behind the hands. Chin comes to chest, bring a nice bend into your knees as we roll up to standing. Arms come with you, inhale. Exhale the hands to heart center. And then release them down to your sides for Tadasana or mountain pose. Let's rock back and forth from the balls of our feet to our heels to feel that grounding underneath our feet. Then come back to stillness. Sweep your arms up with an inhale. Exhale, release the hands behind you and interlace the fingers. And from here we will roll those shoulders back, lifting the heart, lifting the chin. Inhale. Exhale, bend into those knees and let the chest fall down over the legs. Let the arms come out behind you for this version of Utkatasana. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the hands down towards the ground and roll back up to a standing position. And from here we'll get ready to move into a balancing pose. So if you need a wall, go ahead and get close to a wall that you can use to help you balance. We're going to get nice and rooted in the left foot, lifting our right foot off the ground, bending at the knee. We're going to take the right hand, grabbing underneath the right knee and using the left hand to grab around the shin. Toes are pointing downward. We're pulling our knee in towards our chest for a chin to knee pose here. Find a jishti, which is a focal point to help you balance, or again, grab a wall. Take an inhale here. Exhale, we're going to release this right leg, stepping it behind the left as if moving into a curtsy position. Bending into both knees, we're going to let the left hand come to the hip. Right arm is going to reach up and over, bending at the elbow, bringing the gaze and the heart up towards the sky for Lasyasana. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back to a standing position with the feet underneath the hips, and we'll do those two positions on the other side. So this time get nice and rooted in your right foot, lifting the left knee, grabbing underneath the knee with the left hand, and grabbing around the shin with the right hand. Pulling the knee in towards your chest, finding your jishti. Inhale. Exhale, step that left foot behind you, coming to that curtsy position, bending into both knees. Right hand comes to the hip, left arm comes up and over, gaze up towards the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back to a standing position, feet underneath the hips, and then walk your feet a little bit wider than hips width apart. Bring your hands to heart center, and we'll move into Malasana squat. So we want our feet flat and our elbows on the inside of the knees. So you may be up high or you may be able to come down lower. If you have a blanket nearby, you can roll a blanket up and bring it underneath the heels if your heels are coming off the ground. And our toes will point outward slightly, just slightly, if you can. Chest is lifted, hands are at heart center. And then we're going to place our right hand down towards the mat, leaning over to the right. And if you like, you can use this left hand to kind of gently press into the left knee, opening those hips up some more. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the left hand down to the ground and push into the right knee slightly with the right hand. Good. Come back to center. Bring the hands to heart center. Back to Malasana squat. Our hands will come down towards the mat. We'll lift our hips, walking those feet back underneath the hips. Bring a nice bend into your knees and roll up to standing. Bring those arms with you. We're going to repeat those few poses again. Inhale, hands meet. Exhale, the hands to heart center. And then down to your sides for Tadasana. Try not to lock your knees here in Tadasana, keeping those knees soft as we rock back and forth from the balls of our feet to the heels again. And when you're ready, sweep those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, interlace those fingers behind you. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, lead with that heart coming down for this variation of Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, release those hands. Roll up to a standing position. Getting nice and rooted in the right foot, grounded in the right foot. Lifting the left knee off the ground. Left hand comes underneath the left knee, pull it in towards your chest. Grab the shin with the right hand. Find your jishti. And we'll release, this time stepping this left foot over to the right first. Right hand comes to the hip and bend over to the right side, opening the chest towards the left. Bending at the elbow. Good. Inhale. Exhale, come back to a standing position. Nice and rooted in the left foot. Bringing the right knee in towards the chest. Grabbing underneath the knee and then grabbing the shin. Standing nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, step that right foot over to the left. Left hand on the hip. Right arm reaching up and over. Good. Come back to center. Bring those hands to heart center. Walk those feet out a little bit wider than hips width apart. And let's come down to our Malasana squat. Elbows on the inside of the knees. Staying up high. We're coming down low. Bringing a blanket underneath the heels if you need to. And then drop the right hand down towards the ground as you lean over to the right. And you can press into that left knee gently if you like. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Bring that left hand down to the ground. Gently pressing into that right knee if it feels okay. Leaning over to the left. Good. Come back to center. Bring the hands back to heart center. Bring the hands down to the ground and then begin to lift the hips up. Walking those feet back underneath the hips. And this time we're going to step back to a plank position and then lift the hips up and back. Come to down dog. Spending a couple breaths in our down dog. If you need a break, you can always drop down to the knees and extend the arms out. You can always come down to child's pose as well. From here, let's move into our pigeon pose. So bring the feet together to touch and start to extend the right leg straight up and back. Toes are dialed down towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale, the right knee will come in towards your chest and then rest in between the hands, extending that left leg back, coming to our pigeon pose. You can bring a block underneath the hips if you need to. Pressing into the hands, lifting the chest. Inhale. Exhale, and if you want to come down to sleeping pigeon, you can, stacking the hands, letting the forehead rest down. Inhale. Exhale, coming back up on the hands if you're not already there. Tuck the toe under and start to lift that right leg up and back again, making your way back to a down dog. And then we'll move into pigeon on the other side. Bring the feet together to touch. Extend that left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, bring it forward, resting it in between the hands, and extend the right leg back behind you, lifting the chest. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and come down to sleeping pigeon if you like. Come back up on those hands, tucking that back toe under again, and lifting that left leg up and back, coming back to your down dog. Couple breaths in down dog. Inhale. Exhale, drop down to your knees and make your way to a seated position. Extend those legs out in front of you. Sitting nice and tall, we're going to bend into the right knee. You can either let the bottom of the foot rest on the inside of the left thigh or tuck the foot into the left hip. And from here, we're going to sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, just fold over that left leg. Come into a forward bend. Don't worry if you can't reach your toes. You can let the hands rest on the shin. Inhale. Exhale, roll up to a seated position again and extend that right leg back out. We'll do the same thing on the other side, bending at the left knee. The foot can either rest on the inside of the thigh or up on the inside of the hip. Sweeping the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, lead with the chest, fall down over the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, roll back up to a seated position. Release the left leg. We're going to bend at both knees, bringing the feet flat onto the ground, and then bringing them towards the edges of our mat. We're just going to do some windshield wipers here. Hands can come behind you. Just letting both knees fall from one side to the other. And then let both knees come all the way over to the right. Bottom of the right foot can rest on the top of the left knee, or you can tuck the foot into your hip, into the left hip. Sweeping the arms up, inhale. Exhale, we are going to twist to the right, bringing the left hand on the outside of that right knee for Bharadvajasana. Right fingertips will face the back wall and let your gaze follow. Just a twist here. Inhale. Exhale, float your body back to center. Release the feet. Do a couple more windshield wipers. And then let both knees rest down over to the right side, to the left side. So bottom of the left foot can rest on the top of the right knee, or you can let the left foot rest on the inside of the right hip. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Left fingertips face the back wall behind you. Right hand on the outside of the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Bringing the feet back flat on the ground with the knees bent. Scoot the hips close to the heels and make your way down to your back. Nice and slow. Bringing the knees into the chest for a moment, rocking side to side. And then we're going to bring our feet to the ground, hands rest at your sides, and walk the feet back until you feel the fingertips with your heels. Fingertips are lightly grazing the heels. From here, bring that lower back flat on the ground, so you may just have to tilt your pelvis towards you if your lower back doesn't naturally connect with the ground. And then we're going to begin to lift our hips off of the ground for a bridge pose. So lifting your hips up, pressing down through the feet, making a ramp from the knees down towards the shoulders, and pressing the knees together like there's an imaginary block you're holding there. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, slowly roll down to your back. Hug your knees back in towards your chest. And then we are going to grab the outside of the feet with both hands, bringing the bottoms of the feet towards the sky, keeping the knees bent, and kind of pressing down through the feet for a happy baby pose here. So your elbows might be on the outside of the knees or the inside, just depends on what feels good. And you can kind of shift your weight from side to side. Just adding a little more to your happy baby hip opener. Inhale. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. One last time, squeezing everything in as tight as you can. And then releasing the feet towards the corners of your mat. Letting your arms rest at your sides, with your palms facing upward as we move into our Shavasana. Now let's come back to those long breaths that we used at the beginning of class. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just allowing your body to release and relax and to sink down into your yoga mat and down into the floor. And as you lay here, visualize the moon beams from the bright, full Cancer moon shining into the room. The moonbeams come directly in through your window and begin to slowly move towards your body. You begin to feel the light, the cool light of the moonbeams fill your body, starting at your toes and your feet, gently making their way up your legs to your knees, shining onto your thighs, and then up towards the hips, moving into your hands, up the arms and up the torso, towards the chest and shoulders, up your neck, and then shining onto your face and head. Feel the moonbeam light purifying, cleansing, and rinsing you of anything you don't need. Leaving only feelings of gratitude, happiness, and calm. And in this moment, you feel pure and cleansed and renewed. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, coming back into your body, coming back into the room. And when you're ready, roll over onto your right side using your arm as a pillow. Taking a moment to rest into your gratitude and to revisit any affirmation you may have said at the beginning of the class. And when you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And together, my friends, we'll gather up all those beautiful energies, sweeping our hands up above us in prayer. Inhale. Exhale the hands down to heart center. Namaste. I hope you all enjoyed this Cancer full moon practice. Remember to check out 0 Degrees Taurus's channel. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about this video. If you want to see more videos relating to astrological events, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Peace and love.